Ryan Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Garcia, for those of you who don't know, is a boxer with, as far as I understand, a promising future and promising career, somewhat promising career, who I guess is going through a manic episode. And during the some of the Ryan Garcia stuff, during yesterday's manic episode, he posted a sequence of wild stuff. Here, let's take a look at this.
Like Ryan Garcia's CTE is set in a little bit early. Early onset CTE from Gervonta Davis punching his goddamn head off, punching his lights out.
He said, I know pain is sadness, betrayal and sickness, death, hurt, confusion, and just you feeling you can't imagine that God is real and he is, and he loves you, and glory to the Most High, the King of King Jesus, Yeshua. And yeah, I mean, he was like speaking in tongues and stuff.
All praise Yeshua. I'm speaking in tongues. Don't worry. Those who are prophets know. Those who are priests know.
Imagine you punch somebody's face off and then like 3 months later they're posting this. I'd feel kind of bad almost. Like, damn. Now I got bro in schizophrenia mode. You're gonna flame me in schizo mode. That wasn't funny. Real shit though, somebody needs to help him. Like, I don't understand how this happens. How do people get so rich, so famous, and have...
Well, it's because they're surrounded by sycophants. And not only that, but also there's a lot of insane people. Like, obviously, Ryan Garcia is like, shit is fake. He's just promoting his fight. He posted a bunch of insane stuff. This text from a deleted tweet, March 3rd, Sunday, 2024. We slit RG throat and threw him in a basket. Nobody will find him. Blah, 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 blah. Satan sitting at the top now, 666. Now, he posted like a sequence of unhinged shit, okay? He posted a sequence of unhinged stuff, including that they auction off kids, that he was kidnapped by the Illuminati, and that the Illuminati were showing him like, you know, the Illuminati were like molesting children and basically showing him. And the crazy part is this. The crazy part isn't just that like this dude went on like this, the most insane, right-wing, like very obvious manic episode. And I don't know why so many mother people that go manic also go right-wing manic. But of course, everybody was eating good. Immediately, as soon as this happens, Andrew Tate and every goddamn grifter on Twitter jumps on this and is like, on God, King, tell us more.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids. I don't give a anymore.
Where?
Just a real who's who of some of the best people out there. You know what I mean? Just a real fest of some of the greatest people that you can find online. Why would he lie about this? Bro, do we have to have a conversation about mental illness in this broadcast, in this community of all communities? Like, is the meta here just to like make a lie so massive that like instead of normal people going, yeah, that's definitely not real, what this dude is going through an episode, you just turn around and say like, oh, it must be real, because after all, who would tell a lie this big? What has happened to our collective consciousness? I feel like as a society we've gotten dumber and dumber, more right-wing, and increasingly more willing and able to believe the most unhinged shit.
Bro, you know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
You know the path you're going down is dangerous, my friend.
I don't give. They can't touch me. I'm with God.
Well, that's the first point of contention, because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from.
Yeah, I care about you a lot, which is why I immediately hosted a session titled Tate X Ryan Garcia, as you are very clearly going through a mental health episode to win as much clout as possible off of this. Wild that he's like talking about how they're trafficking children to a dude who's currently in a heated legal battle for trafficking people.
My own personal experience that they can touch you, which is the worst part.
No, they can't, bro. All right, so come touch me.
You have proof of these things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do.
Hassan, you're literally witnessing the great filter for civilizations in action we're done for. Yeah, no, server wipe incoming. He said they can't touch me. Oh my God. Immediately, okay? If you know anyone who's bipolar, this isn't, you know, just a very common telltale sign that someone is having a manic episode. At least I can say from my own personal experiences. It's like so grows. This dude is literally like openly using this other dude's very public mania for his own devices, for his own gross personal interest. Basically, it didn't end there though, because every single dumb mother with a Twitter Blue account, a Twitter Blue subscription, is like, yeah, this is real, actually. This is so real. This is so real. It happens all the time. Now, the thing is, the Bohemian Grove is real. Okay? That's a real place. It's a real country club for like conservatives and liberals alike, wealthy people, to go and do gay shit. Okay? It's theater camp for dudes who are repressed. It's not like baby killing or whatever these dumbasses claim is happening there. It's a place that exists. You're just protecting the podophilic elite, Hasan. Yes, famously. Anyway, yeah, it's Burning Man for like theater kids that have a trust fund. Oh, here we go. Homophobic Hasan. Okay, shut up. It's just like really odd that everybody just eats good off of this shit. Like they see a dude having a legitimate mental health episode, like obviously in the throes of mania, having a manic attack, and they go, yes, King, you're right. There's a reason abortion is such a big deal to the elites. It has nothing to do with women's rights. You must be protected at all costs, King. I was kidnapped and illegally adopted as a baby. I got a paper trail. Let's talk. The movie Taken is a good example of how this starts. Brother, tell me Twitter is not the dumbest platform. Tell me Twitter in general is a place for healthy discourse. Twitter has it's gotten worse than Facebook. It's basically 4chan with no safeguards. Oh. Anyway, Mike knows Ryan and has talked to Ryan. Here's what he had to say. Ryan has come to me multiple times in the past to discuss his mental health. I believe some of it is even on video. Do we not find it strange that people with history of mental illness are the ones who start parroting these insane stories in their times of need? Stop enabling this behavior. Ryan Garcia needs help. Read the comments on this tweet for the rest of the day. There is an undercurrent of these people, forgotten souls who have gone too far down the path of conspiracy to ever return to actual life. They cannot accept real life, so they create a fantasy life that becomes their new reality. It's extremely sad to see. Someone responded to him saying, nah, bro, your buddy's with Logan Paul, who seems to be right with these people. He literally gets promoted everywhere and somehow gets loads of major roles come his way. Seems that you're in with the cult and you're doing your best to protect yourself. Judgment day is coming. You are mentally ill. Until you get your mind right, you will forever fail. Find a way out. And it's crazy because this dude who actually knows Ryan Garcia and has talked to Ryan Garcia, who also has a history of like dealing with mental health issues very publicly, having crippling addiction, all this stuff. I'm talking about Mike, right? Who has not only firsthand information about Ryan, but also on top of that, like his own personal experiences dealing with demons, okay? His own internal demons, is over here trying to be a good person and trying to speak a little bit of goddamn sanity into the discourse, and everyone is yelling at him over it. One of those responders said, or it could be just the truth and he isn't crazy, to which he responded with, yeah, bro, Ryan Garcia, the influencer boxer, isn't manic. He actually has the secrets of Vatican and the entire universe in his iPhone right now and is waking us all up. Are you people for real, for serious? Are you serious? To which someone responded, bro, if you're working for the elites, just say that. You're getting exposed and you're trying to save face and call Ryan crazy so you, Logan, and all of Hollywood don't go to jail. I think that we are getting increasingly more mentally ill as a society. This entire project was inevitably going to fail at some point. Okay, the dam is breaking. The dam is breaking. You can't have this many motherfuckers who can't have access to health care, who can't make meaningful wages in their lives and constantly get fucked over and actually strayed away from the truth of the matter on what the structural hurdles actually are, inevitably come up with convincing reasons on their own. And those convincing reasons are always going to be this shit. Conspiratorial thinking is the way to basically create a neatly wrapped story for all of the failures of capitalism. You either look to materialist understanding of the world and why it works, why things are the way that they are, or you inevitably look for answers, and those answers are going to, lead you to this kind of thinking. You can't expect society to function normally after this many years of inequality. You just can't. I'm willing to bet these guys are also in that same vein of like hating big pharma and hating mega corporations while simultaneously thinking that it's actually run by a bunch of elite philic cabal people and not actually just capital owners acting out on their interests. The main thing that irks me about all the conspiracies: Steal, Pizzagate, Hillary Clinton murder squad, Michelle Obama a man, Wayfair clauses, Miami Mall aliens, secret Matrix agents, and most recent, the Bohemian Grove child sacrifices. No videos. In a time where you can't even take a piss in your own house without having someone having video of it, there's just nothing. Even if Hillary Clinton murder squad was murdering anyone with a single shred of proof, nothing slips through the cracks. Okay, the Hillary Clinton murder squad, I'm inclined not to believe. Okay, yeah, some of these are real. I'm just saying. Maybe one of these. Every single person in the world is politically divided right now and hell-bent on giving evidence to destroy their opponent, and there's just nothing. Even our government themselves sucks at keeping secrets, but on these things, they're just bulletproof. And whenever someone claims they have proof for a video, they're going to kill me if I release this. Nobody ever like hacks them or sees it, gets a button cam or anything. That always bothered me. So at the end of the day, you end up having to ask yourself, am I being shilled? Maybe not always, but at least sometimes. Is it more likely that the government officials are actually eating kids or someone is selling us fantasies for monetary gain? What if the real psyop is the psyop themselves? So close to the truth, Mike. I don't know. Just the questions I ask sometimes, being a sheep and all. How many videos of Epstein Island have you seen? Epstein Island happened years before every person had 2 phones, a GoPro, button cam, a MacBook, and a drone. Times have changed. Now, having said that, there are Epstein Island style things that happen on a regular basis without cameras and whatnot. And there are very real atrocities happening to children that happen in broad daylight and people do not care about it. Look at Gaza. 30,000 people murdered in cold blood. Almost all of it is on camera, is all on record. We know it. Motherfuckers who are doing it are posting it on TikTok. The broad majority of Americans either don't give a shit, completely oblivious, or they champion it. Just remember, yeah, tons of children. Yes, there are deaths and destruction happening all around the world. It's just a matter of, whether there's enough energy to even care. All the very real atrocities that people experience, like very public events like 9/11, JFK's assassination, things like that, oftentimes by mainstream media are just kind of cast aside. So it makes people even crazier. Hasan, you are only saying that because you're a part of it too. Yes, famously, the deep state file cabal is always people like myself talking about the actual deep state file cabal of capital owners and not just like a specific group of people acting out on evil interests. Jeffrey Epstein's murder, which still is presented as a suicide. Okay, that's another one. That's another great example of something that is like super high profile that people saw, people paid attention to, that was just cast aside. My point is, when you have situations like that, world-shaking events, or even big things that people pay attention to that have no real answers for it, it only makes people feel like they are more reaffirmed in their commitment to finding the conspiratorial underpinnings. There's also a point to make here. Even if they got mental health treatment, they might not get better. Psychology is supposed to make you okay with reality, bring you to homeostasis status. If reality is still shit, people will still have anxiety, depression, and the rest of those with more severe illness can't be helped if their material conditions do not change. Yes, I'm not stating that mental health care and access to mental health care is going to automatically be a catch-all solution. There's still plenty of issues that are unsolved and plenty of people who will still lose their minds. Okay, continue to lose their minds. Cancel the Ryan Garcia fight and actually get him some help. Is sad watching him have a mental breakdown publicly like this. It's not a breakdown. He's telling the truth. KSI's been to the forest, confirmed. Are you one of them? KSI is one of them. Logan also. And I don't know if these people are just like making jokes or if they're being for real. At this point, it does feel like a lot of people legitimately believe that there is like anyone and everyone that says, anyone and everyone that says like, hey, shit is up. But no, I don't think the super wealthy are getting together a Bohemian Grove and like kidnapping a influencer boxer to show him the truth. Here's the latest and greatest from Happy Punch. Ryan Garcia says he will limit his posts to sport-related content and assures the Devin Haney fight is still on.
Some pretty intense things. I understand what they are and I understand what they look like. But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic.
This dude wearing in his head.
Other than boxing, sports, and my fight. That's the only thing I'm going to be talking about. And I'm training for this fight. I want everybody to know this fight's still on. 420, 5 weeks of super focus. I have PBD helping me in this camp and many other.
Patrick Bet David? Patrick Bet David? No, right? No. There's a different PBD, right? Like, I just simply don't know. I simply don't know. That's like a fighter, right? Please. No, he said PBD like a different person, right? Please, guys, tell me there's a different PBD and he's not being value-tained. Bro, please, please. Oh my God, is it actually?
Okay, I'm gonna let you do that. I grab his ball and I throw it across the fence. I said, you go get your ball, I'll go get my ball. We call it even. He said, nope, we need it now. I said,
oh my God, it's Patrick Bet David. He's actually talking about Patrick. Oh my God. No, bro, you don't need value-tainment. You need healthcare, dog. That's what you need. You need like actual, it is him.
Garcia's ex-wife says boxer may seem fine, but he's not. Vinny, you were showing a few different videos. What was which video was it?
There was one.
Oh, the video that he reacted. Can you show the video of him reacting? If you go on Twitter, he posted a video. Just go to his account on Twitter. He posted a video of, they took this from me, they took that from me.
Does it not? And before you,
By far the best decision you have made recently. Remember what Alexander the Great once said. I have met the enemy. It is I. See you at the fight on 420. Oh my God. I will not be speaking or tweeting or writing anything other than my fight, boxing, and sports. All topics of discussion will be after my fight. You have my word. I'm locked in. See you on 420. Why are people saying this is a good decision? It's not about him not tweeting, man. He needs help. What the f- are these people saying? Yo, this is actually crazy. How can he say he was forced to watch that stuff and then say it's okay now, bro? Yeah, what am I supposed to assume here? Okay? Am I supposed to assume that this man both simultaneously saw deep state file cabal kidnap him and then he's just going to go back to fighting? Like what? Like what's happening here? Yeah, they also let him record it too.
you see it, doesn't it, guys? I've seen him like you've seen Ryan Garcia. He's he's vocal. He's energetic. He looks. First of all, I don't know. Did he take it down, Rob?
Oh, Gola Lore. Are you on his account?
I am. He's been tweeting a lot the past.
Look,
these
you'll
are all...
see him. He's in a jacket, right?
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know where he's sitting, but look how off this is. But he just came back online, basically.
Go back, play it.
Look at him.
Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. I'm coming on here to explain what's going on. I'm not in possession of my phone. I can't get access to my Instagram. My cards are locked. And I'm just being real.
Yeah, he doesn't need PBD. He needs BPD meds. Absolutely.
I'm being real taken advantage. And I personally wanted just to send out a video to the people that love me and my fans and family that's concerned that I'm okay. I'm not dead. I believe in Jesus. All those are lies. And, I've...
Not BPD, sorry, you're right.
Jail.
BP.
They're blocking my cards. I can't access my money. Nobody's hitting me back. I don't know what's going on, but just know I'm okay. Look.
Okay. First of all, let's address. He looks like he's under duress. He looks like he. By the way, here comes the word they. They locked his accounts. He can't get. He doesn't have access to his phone. What's really going on with this guy?
Kind of looked like a hostage video.
It looks like a hostage. And Adam, is he in the airport? Where, dude?
Or it kind of looks like someone who is bipolar. Okay, basically being forced to fight in this fight when he very clearly is not capable of making decisions for himself at this moment. This video is before the space with Andrew Tate. Why would you assume he's bipolar? What he's doing is extremely rational. It's just a publicity stunt before his fight. I don't know, man. I think there's publicity stunts like what what's his face did with Logan Paul, which took it way too far. And then there's this. This goes far beyond. I think like people are so brain broken by Kanye too, where you think like Kanye did it for publicity. No, man. Kanye West did not do it for publicity. What the are you talking about? Kanye West is also very clearly mentally ill. What are you guys saying? What is this desperate attempt for people to just like constantly be like, oh no, I know the secret. You're doing what they're doing, but just in the other direction. You're like, no, I know something no one else understands. Sometimes the truth is much more simpler than just the underlying 5D chess narratives that you want to arrive at. No, dude, Kanye West is diagnosed bipolar. He was very clearly in the throes of a manic episode. Obviously, being manic doesn't simply mean that you're also going to like be anti-Semitic and shit. There's other underlying circumstances. Definitely was like manipulated, had a lot of like up people in his circle, pushed away anyone that would, you know, ground him, developed a circle of sycophants, and then you arrive at Kanye West. Or you maybe believe that, yeah, he got autism from the car crash that he was in. Jesus Christ, dude. Mania does sell PPV tickets. W Oscar. Yeah, dude. Everyone is always like, everyone always acts like there's got to be another underlying, like, sane reason. And sometimes you have to remember, insanity is a very real thing, okay? People do have genuine mental health issues. I think you're looking for a neat narrative of normalcy in a situation that is not normal. And the worst part about it is so many people are basically leaning into it. There's probably nothing worse for someone who is having a manic episode than hearing a bunch of people hype them up. You are a god. You are a king. You are actually defending the children. I knew it. Is probably one of the worst things you can hear when you're manic. Just straight up leaning into it. No pushback whatsoever. Especially when you are surrounded in your immediate circle by charlatans, sycophants, people who have a genuine material interest in you actually fighting, but don't actually care about your well-being. A perfect shitstorm. It's crazy, man. It's actually nuts. How can you tell a grifter is doing something for attention or when they're genuinely mentally ill? There are certain warning signs. Like there are certain lines like that people cross. It's not an exact science, okay? But like obviously there are plenty of instances where someone can be an objectively bad person, for example, like Too Mad, okay? And also legitimately mentally ill. Too Mad is another very recent example of someone who was like very clearly someone in the throes of mental illness for material interests, kept leaning into it, and people kept fanning that flame. That let him down. Drug abuse and an eventual overdose. The internet makes this so much worse too. It just makes it so much worse because there's other people who, under the guise of anonymity, can present themselves as sane people and say a whole bunch of insane shit. So when you get there and you see a bunch of other dumb motherfuckers hyping this shit up, you go, okay, well, this many people can't be wrong. This many people can't be wrong. They're all saying it. I said this years ago, okay? Back in the day, okay, this type of stuff still exists in society. You would just see the dude on a soapbox outside of the train station screaming about this exact same shit that Ryan Garcia is talking about or what Alex Jones is talking about. But when you take out the contextual analysis, because you can't do that online, you can't immediately see the markers of someone being that person. You can't see their clothes. You don't know how they smell. You don't see the vibes at all. You just see an anonymous account posting a text. You just take out one of the defense mechanisms, okay? You can't understand that the person that is typing that shit has the same energy as the dude on the soapbox. Take that guy on the soapbox times 10,000. Give him a $5 a month subscription to Twitter instead of a $5 a month subscription to the Hasanabi broadcast where they can avoid the top of the hour. And you got the situation unfolding right in front of our eyes. But do you get what I'm saying? Online, we do not have the same level of assessment that we normally would in public. So all of a sudden, yeah, the Eric Andre sketch screaming El Ron Hoya Bembe on the streets, like all of a sudden that guy, maybe he's not acting. Maybe he is for real. After all, there's a lot of other people that also are saying the same shit. We're social animals. I love pretending like I know how this whole internet community works. What do you mean?
I have PBD helping me in this camp and many other warriors. So I thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys on 420.
On online, we encourage destructive behaviors because of the degree of separation between the audience and the creator or celebrity. That's one part of it too. But seriously, if he was actually bipolar, he wouldn't go in with the fight like he did right now. You have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? Ultimately, we do not know if he's bipolar or he's acting unhinged, and in the end, the result is the same. I don't remember a history of him being unhinged, but I do know that he has the fight coming up and is expected for a boxer to act outlandish on purpose to sell tickets. That's why Logan Paul and the Irish was really popular. That's why influencer boxing pops off too. Hasanabi, what if some of what Kanye says is true? I mean, no one has info. Maybe Kanye's using that to their advantage, but the truth can also be stranger than fiction. What are you talking about, dude? What do you think they made the Snickers bars actually bigger to make people fat? Is that what you think is true? Or that like when he said he loves Adolf Hitler? Like what are we talking about? Not Snickers, sorry, Twix bars. They made him fatter, which they objectively didn't. They actually did shrinkflation, but that's a whole different story. It is weird that you keep running defense for billionaires. Man, shut up. Come on. Look, see, one context here for me is that this is a 20-month subscriber, okay? I already ran the top of the hour ad break. I know this person is joking because at least like in this community, I can tell when someone is a 20-month subscriber, either A, I'm led to believe two things. Either A, this person was like having a off his med moment, or B, trying to do a ad break debate. He's too late to do that. But the point is like, the reason why I can figure that out is because he's no longer just writing a text out as a random person, because there's at least a little bit of context here that he's been following since 2019. He's been subscribed for 20 months. Like there's extra context. This is important. This is a very important part of human interaction. But online, we do not have that very important part of human interaction. So anyone and everyone can present themselves as like a normal, clear-headed individual when they're not. I think that feeds in to the spiral of madness. I mean, look, it doesn't matter. You could be a perfectly normal person who's like super capable and great at social interactions and empathetic. You can have all that. But online, you might not be able to figure out when someone's being sarcastic. I know where this person came from. I know what this person's worldview is. I know all of it. Okay, immediately, as soon as I see it. Why? Because I've been doing this for years and years and years. My point is, if you can't even figure out what that person's background is, like the person that's like replying to your tweets, the person that you're engaging with online, socially, there is a automatic neutralization that happens where every single person comes across as sane. And if there's a sea of insane people, then insanity becomes the norm. And that's how we arrive at Twitter, the social media platform Elon Musk bought and renamed as X. Once the moderation was unshackled and let loose, you arrive at the right-wing shithole of X.
He looks shook as hell. Tate talks about the Matrix and stuff. Has he been speaking about the Matrix or the system or what is going? And besides drugs, and I've heard rumors about all that stuff, but something's odd because the first video that we showed,
it's a mass hysteria machine.
In the podcast prep, and we showed up with Sean O'Malley. He's in a room, cryptic, running. Oh my god! And then he went dark for 24 hours, and nobody was getting back. This is the video right here, the last post that he did, and it's somebody going, "We got him, boy." R.I.P. Ryan Garcia.
No, hold on. I don't know that is, bro.
He's running, and then it goes and it cuts out.
I don't know about that.
And then,
so Rob, can you play the other clip with Devin Haney? Check your text, Rob. If you can play the other clip with Devin Haney in the press conference with De La Hoya.
I think there's something really funny about a bunch of like 50-year-old dudes sitting around in a podcast studio analyzing this in the funniest way possible. All right, roll the clip. Roll the clip, please. We need to be value attained.
Standing behind him.
What do you think? And you, by the way, he was sitting here. You've spoken to him.
When did you bro? You got a vest on. You know what I mean? Like, what's happening here? Like, you got the tightest dress shirt I've ever done seen. Talking about Ryan Garcia, an influencer boxer, having a obvious manic episode, and you're just like seriously leaning into what he's saying in said manic episode, as though there's any sort of like reality to the claims being made. Let's address the veracity of the statements. Is Ryan Garcia actually God? He said it after all. That's crazy, man. There's one thing I know. It is that no matter if there is an audience for a genuine mental illness, people will fill that role and make content for it. Okay? And by God, there is an audience for mentally ill people. It's called the entirety of conservative media. Okay? It's crazy.
You interviewed him how long ago, Pat? How long ago was that?
A couple weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Something's off, Adam. Something's not right.
What was your take, good, bad, ugly, of Garcia?
I mean, look, give a 23, 24, 25-year-old $40 million. Give him the incredible genes to be extremely handsome. Okay? Women love him.
Yes. Yes, Patrick. Yes, Patrick. Patrick's going to arrive. Patrick's going to arrive at the truth, dude. Let's go. Dissect this shit. Ryan Garcia, very hot. Women want to him. He has $40 million.
Okay. And, you're famous. 10, 11 million followers on Instagram. Okay. Everywhere you go, people want you to,
You can kick anyone's ass running too, for the most part.
I messaged him. I'm like, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with what's going on with him. But watch this one here with this is a press conference. Go ahead and play this.
Is it Mario
At the end of the day, you know, I want to clarify some things.
Stop the coke. Your voice.
I want to clarify some things. I want to clarify some things. I don't do cocaine. I would do a live drug test.
What do you do?
I will do a
What do you
live
do?
drug test.
What do you do?
I drink and I smoke weed, and so has the majority of this room. At the end of the day,
It's something. By the way, for him to say in that room, "I am not dead."
Okay, that dude should not be smoking weed either.
Obviously, I love Jesus Christ. Something is going on that's deeper than just him in that video. He doesn't look right, bro.
And I think his wife or his ex-wife just came out and she made a public statement saying that
he's out of it.
Just she used a specific word, but
I wouldn't.
I don't know, but she made a statement basically.
No, you simply cannot ever truly know who a person is IRL, let alone anything they put out on the internet. It is ignorance and personal biases to base any assumption of person who, from their likes, views, followers, any type of statistical fallacy. Nothing on the internet is even okay. Yeah, I no. You can't know a person in real life either, just by having a minor interaction with them. The point I'm trying to make, however, is that in real life, at least when you have an interaction with someone, there's a whole bunch of other context cues that come into play that help you make an assessment on whether or not this is a normal person or just out of their minds, beyond just the text that you hear, beyond just the transcript of what they're saying. You can tell when someone is insane. You can't really tell online, especially when it's like in a sea of other insane people hyping him up.
I don't know.
I mean, dude, like all we could do is hope and pray for this dude, but it doesn't look like he's going down the right path.
I saw this past weekend he did a FaceTime with
believe you can please
Jake Paul after his fight, I guess. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, whatever. It seems like he's getting fire from all sides right now.
2 months ago, him and his wife got a divorce. Okay.
Yeah.
So he has twins, I believe. And his wife says, who divorced him, eased some concerns late Sunday. As she assured fans she had been in contact with him, but claimed that the fighter was not okay.
What's up?
But the coach says, yes, Ryan is okay. He's just...
Dude, honestly, I think, I'm invested in the coach here, who has a vested interest in him fighting, the coach does, as opposed to his wife, who knows him better than random Twitter users. Okay? They are doing what you're doing with the Pinoy Thai fight. Yeah, except I was memeing. These guys are dead serious. Bro got printouts for this, okay? He got literal printouts for this. These are like 50-year-old men with like real estate licenses sitting around wearing skin-tight shirts, talking about an influencer boxer who may or may not have arrived at the truth of like an international sex trafficking conspiracy. Okay? I've been institutionalized. I think you're spot on with a mass hysteria machine take. When you compare certain talking points to certain events during the Western feudal era, it becomes obvious that people are not different than serfs being hand-fed religious propaganda, since the church is the only rich and influential institutions that would ever tell them they care for them.
The coach wrote on a response to the fan asking if Garcia was okay. So, look, a part of this is everything with what's going on here, 80% of it's on him. But the 20% that's not on him, it's the people that are around him. You know, my friend Steve, Afo, these guys, when we would go out to dinner, you've met these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Armand, one of the things that specifically Steve, one of the things that they had is Steve would call out all his friends. Very natural state that it was. And then, but they would also call him out when things were off. And, you know, you're kind of going through that mode. And what eventually happens to a man is when you know you're making a bad decision and you know it's not good, the people that you used to call out, that want to call you out and have a private conversation with you, you don't want to talk to them because you know you're doing something wrong.
Like, what is this guy? What is this thing? What the fuck's going on? This dude looks like a former pastor or some shit. What's he doing? Shaking his head. Who is this fucking guy? Is that Steve? Motherfucking accountant ass over here? What the hell?
Go in this spiral of self-sabotage and you're just destroying yourself. What you need the most is to be around the people that are not afraid to tell you the truth, to say, hey, what the hell are you doing? And I said this yesterday with Sean O'Malley. A part of this, if Mayweather is claiming that he's in his ear, this behavior's changed the closer he got to Mayweather. So Mayweather almost needs to come out publicly and say something and say, hey, this is not what I support. Because this is not Mayweather. Mayweather didn't do stuff like this.
No way.
De La Hoya, different story.
Yeah.
Mayweather, no. So, it's whoever's in your ear, whatever example you got, whoever's giving you the feedback, whatever direction you're being fed, those people have to have a come to Jesus type of a meeting here, because this fight with Devin Haney that's on 420, that's what, 5 weeks from now or 6 weeks from now? Do you know there's a high likelihood that that fight may not even happen?
I agree.
If this keeps going this way, don't be surprised if anytime this week or next week the fight's been canceled.
Damn.
I'm going even deeper, but God forbid something bad happens to him just in general, bro. Like that, something is really, really
I had a
off.
friend that behaved like this, and it's very hard what you have to do with that friend. When a friend's going through something like this, you have to take him to rehab.
Okay, they're at least seeing it, except, okay, that's fine. But he tweeted out like, thank God you are fighting. Stop tweeting and get back to work type shit. Does he have like untreated mental illness? Does he have untreated mental illness? Or he's ready to go and he's just doing it for hype?
Non-negotiable list for camp. Number 1, train 6 days a week. Number 2, 1 form of recovery every day. Number 3, no smoking at all and no edibles. Number 4, drinking wine only.
I don't even take edibles though.
3 glasses on Wednesday, 4 glasses on Sunday. And remember, this is like
Non-negotiable. I know.
But you don't have to do it. Just because it's there, don't mean you have to do it.
Right. Maybe I decide I won't do it.
Exactly. Number 5, strict diet. No eating out, no fried stuff like that. 6, sleep. Number 7, Bible study. Number 8, love everyone. Number 9, your daily meditations. Number 10, everyone in camp must abide by this list. Number 11, accountability partners. And number 12, the best one, knock Devin Haney the fuck out, baby.
Let's go.
All right, RG. Once you sign, hey, hold on, let me write right up top.
Non-negotiables. Okay, come on, bro. Let me just sign it. I know what it means. I know what non-negotiable means.
No, Mo, I'm putting it there. Sign it right here, RG. This is the contract right here.
Can I write the line?
On the Bible.
Oh man, okay. This is powerful.
This is powerful. This is for sure.
No, it's signed. It's done.
Let's go.
What did I just do?
We're locked in. We're locked in, brother.
We're locked in. Let's
We're
get
locked
back
in.
to
Let's
work.
go.
Get
Knock
back
your
to
Devin
work.
Haney out. Devin Haney in.
I'm not the crazy one. It's the people that know what I'm saying but are silent. Those are the cowards and lazy ones. Sound of the trumpet is those who had an ear understand. One of them were sounded off in 2021 early. June 6th, earthquake, bad. Real talk that I got so many investments that I'm good. Play worse comes to worse. I create my own brands, etc. Why do you think I'm losing and gaining followers at a super fast rate? Because both sides of the war and raging. Before I go, remember, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Love one another. Who's going to stand with me till the wheels fall off? Ryan, life matters. Yo, people are leaving me because of the hate and the pain of a long history of hurt. I'm calling for peace in the Middle East. Prayers for Jerusalem, please, as the Bible requires you to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Although it is wrong, the killing, everyone on both sides, I'm calling for peace. What about Gaza? Kids being killed. I hear the cries. I'm sorry it took me so long to stand up for y'all. Imagine you exposing the world and the people closest want you to stop while there's still kids being killed every second, innocent babies, lives lost. Dude, it took a manic episode for this dude to recognize Gaza. They actually have files of Jesus, the Ark of the Covenant, the giants, the clones, the aliens, files on everything. They are the ones that let me in. Played they ass. He put crying emojis. Just normal stuff. Why are you reading backwards chronologically? I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter. You think it makes more sense if I read it from bottom up? It's not going to make sense in order either, dummy. Chatter's like, bro, you are taking him out of context. Bohemian Grove, a short discussion on X between Ryan Garcia and Andrew Tate is going viral. Garcia claims to be held captive, forced to watch sick exploitation of children. I can't take this shit no more. What the fuck is going on with you? Why do you say these things? If I was lying, then okay, I'm tripping. You'd be balling out too if you were making billions of dollars. Big story coming out in regards to how I acquired this wealth, even if I didn't include my fight with Devin. He cleared things up. Have I said one lie though? I'm gonna prove I'm not tripping. Ryan, life matters. Can we get that trending? It just keeps rolling in. Y'all don't have to believe they took me here, but I don't have to prove anything to you. You aren't the one that their whole family been threatened. I love God and my kids. I love Jesus. I'm healthy, and I don't want to have no medical issues for the record. I'm with my wife, Drea. All the other stuff is cap. Made me almost lose my family. But with Jesus, you will power through all that. Say cheese.
Of any of these settlements.
Nope. When you're a poor kid from a poor family, and when a priest pays attention to you, it's a big deal.
I don't want to have no medical issues for the record. I'm with my wife, Drea. All the other stuff is cap. Made me almost lose my family. But with Jesus, you will power through all that. Say cheese.
Of any of these settlements.
Nope. When you're a poor kid from a poor family, and when a priest pays attention to you, it's a big deal.
Bro, oh my God. Oh my God. Bro is like this is the problem, because there are real systematic issues of child sexual abuse, okay? This mother like pointing to Spotlight, which is phenomenal, by the way. Highly recommend it. A real story that happened in the real world, a movie of something that happened in the real world where journalists openly uncovered mass abuse, okay, in the Catholic Church. But Big Homie is like thinking that is real, by the way, that real thing is the same as the other thing that is not real. Problem is, when a lot of like real hurt occurs in the real world and it goes unaddressed, a lot of people can't make the distinction between what is real and what's fake. I changing the Pope name to Poop. How many more kids will y'all allow this to happen? Why do you think that in all scary movies, because they always use priests from Catholic churches, because they're and they allow you to disrespect God? This is why conspiracy theories work so well, because there's a nugget of truth in the middle of it, in the heart of it. He went from children being murdered by Israel in Gaza to the Bohemian Grove is real, and I stole the files that show that Jesus is real and the Ark of the Covenant is real. All right, let's watch some videos. I'm done with this manic shit.